The newest Vivo flagship is another photography masterpiece and a legitimate force to reckon with. This is the Vivo X80 Pro full review. Is it worth it? Let's find out. Design and build. It is undoubtedly that the X80 Pro is built with quality unmatched. It is made in a way that makes you notice it as soon as you see it. The smartphone only comes in blue, orange, and cosmic black. The back has a matte finish and is coated with AG fluorite, which enhances the grip even with wet hands. The phone weighs 219 grams and has a thickness of 9.1 millimeters, making it feel big and heavy. The frames are curved at the edges while flat on the top and bottom. The power button and volume controls are on the right side, and the bottom edge has a USB Type-C port, the main microphone, a slot for 2 SIM cards, and the main speaker. The front of the phone has small bezels and a small hole for the selfie camera at the top of the screen. The Vivo X80 Pro has an IP68 rating, meaning it can be submerged in water up to 1.5 meters deep for about 30 minutes.
Sounds great.
If your phone accidentally falls into a bucket of water, you don't need to freak out. Display. The Vivo X80 Pro boasts a 6.78-inch OLED and Quad HE+ AMOLED LTPO screen. The big screen size gives you good viewing angles and big images. The 120 Hz refresh rate makes scrolling smoother, but compared to Samsung's S22 series and other high-end smartphone displays, the X80 Pro falls short a bit. The display has very thin bezels and a peak brightness of 1,500 nits, which makes it easy to see even in the sun. On the contrary, the screen is still very bright when the night light is on, which can be annoying. But unfortunately, that's not the only thing that will get on your nerves. Some pre-installed apps can be a little problematic, and we will discuss that in a second. In addition, it has a touch sampling rate of 300 Hz, which means it responds very quickly to touch. Vivo has put a layer of Gorilla Glass 6 on top of the screen to protect it from damage. There is a 3D ultrasonic fingerprint sensor on the screen, and it takes only a few seconds to register and set up a fingerprint that works like a charm. Perhaps some of the charms can be experienced by clicking the subscribe button to join this channel. The X80 Pro supports HDR10+, a refresh rate that can change between 60 Hz, 120 Hz, and Smart Switch. The Smart Switch is a feature that changes the refresh rate based on what the apps on the screen need. Camera. The back of the Vivo X80 Pro has not one, not two, but 4 cameras. It has a 50 MP main sensor with OIS, a 48 MP ultra-wide camera, a 12 MP 2x portrait lens, and an 8 MP periscope lens with an LED flash. The main camera on the smartphone takes pictures that are very clear and have warm colors. The dynamic range of the pictures is good, and you can get clear pictures even when you shoot in direct sunlight. You don't want your picture to look like the moon with one side well lit and the other in perpetual darkness. Just kidding. The 48 MP ultra-wide sensor can cover a large area and take good photos of landscapes. When it comes to the 12 MP portrait lens, the edges around the subject and in the background are clear. Because the lens has autofocus, you can take close-up pictures that are clear and full of details. A macro mode boosts images to 12 MP and moves you closer to your subject so that you can fit more small things into the frame. The 8 MP periscope lens works fine, but with the other 3 lenses, you won't need it much. The Vivo X80 Pro camera test shows that the X80 Pro is one of the best phones in its class for taking photos in low light. Additionally, electronic image stabilization is built into the camera of the Vivo X80 Pro, so it can record high-quality video up to 8K and 4K at 30 and 60 FPS and 1080p at 30 and 60 FPS. If you like shooting videos and taking lots of pictures, you will realize how power-intensive it is. Can the battery of the Vivo X80 Pro handle all the power demand? This will be answered in a moment. Specs, software, and performance. The Vivo X80 Pro is driven by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset with an Adreno 730 GPU. The device is great at all the daily tasks and does them quickly and without lags. Multiple applications can run smoothly in the background, and the phone is even faster because it has 12 gigabytes of RAM. With 256 gigabytes of storage space, you can easily store all of your files. Android 12 and FunTouch 12 are the software that runs on the Vivo X80 Pro. The OS is easy to use and colorful, and has many options for personalization and customization. Vivo has promised to support the Android OS for 3 years and security software for an extra year, just like Google Pixel phones. Generally, the Vivo X80 Pro specs are excellent. However, bloatware is the only problem with the OS. There are too many unwanted applications that come pre-installed.
Which is too bad.
You would like to see useless and annoying folders like hot games and hot apps on the phone. Even if there should be a way for the user to get rid of them if they don't want them. This choice is not available here, but you can easily get rid of some third-party apps if you don't want them. Battery life and charging. The battery life of the X80 Pro is better than that of the X70 series. It has a 4,700 mAh battery. This was necessary because the most recent chipset also needed a stronger battery. When used moderately, like making calls, using social media, typing, sending and receiving messages, and listening to music, the battery will last about 12 hours. But if you use your phone to stream videos and play graphic-intensive games for hours, the battery will only last 7 to 8 hours, so you'll have to charge it at least once before the end of the day. The X80 Pro comes with an 80 watts flash charge adapter as part of the package. From 0 to 100%, the phone takes about 40 minutes to charge.
Which is pretty cool too.
There is also 50 watts wireless charging, which can charge the device from 0 to 100% in about 1 hour. If you are still thinking if the Vivo X80 Pro is worth it, the answer is yes, especially if you are looking for a mid-budget phone with great features that won't break your pocket. Also, don't forget to watch our Motorola Edge 30 review. 5 incredible features you must see. Until then, peace out.